And it's from a psychological, philosophical perspective. And you can see in my PTR that famous movie Dune with the space worms, where the individuals on that planet and throughout the universe are using spice to modify their consciousness and essentially become, universal or something like a deity to that respect. So there's a saying that view in the Tao Te Ching, an ancient Chinese classic text, it says, "View yourself as the earth," and so it's a perspective. Stephen is going to tell you about the shape of the planet, but I am telling you about relativity and perspective of the planet. I wrote an essay once about flat Earth versus geoid Earth, but the thing is, it's so embarrassing to publish a philosophical, psychological, imaginative paper about flat Earth because it makes you sound like a crackpot. But from a philosophical perspective, it's in quotations true. But from perhaps an objective, object, material perspective, and geometrically, it is not true that the Earth is indeed a geoid. And you can go to Wikipedia. It describes the Earth as a changing, shaped object, which, when zoomed out far enough, resembles that of a circle. And the circle is a symbol, a universal and one of the most ancient symbols. And the circle is really is the wheel of life and death. So to sit here and waste your time arguing about the shape of the planet when the more deeper, more interesting topics of discussion are the psychological, the spiritual, the symbolic, and how that can help you modify your earth or your perspective about the truth of the earth. I am complete.
All right, cool. So when the time is up, we are going to hear a bell sound. When I do hit the bell sound, you just...
No, I'll be quick.
Okay, so each one of you got a minute. Hold on, hit the bell sound.
Boom!
Ready?
Clip it.
Okay. I thought we were talking about the shape of the literal Earth, and in those regards, John and I agree that the world is globe. And I also think you should treat your body as you should treat the Earth. As you should treat your soul as you should treat the Earth. I think this is a deeper concept, John. But even if you look at it in that way, there's nothing saying that the Earth is flat, even in a spiritual lens. It can still be a globe, or it could be no shape at all. So that you should just treat it. You should just treat your body and your soul as you treat the land, regardless of what shape it is. And that I like.
So when I say flat, I mean
y'all have a closing argument. So, John, you can go with your closing argument. You can only got a minute, right? Got a minute to go with your closing arguments, and the time starts now.
Okay, moderators, speakers, audience, thank you. I'm going to tell you what Stephen just told you, and then I'm going to tell you why he's wrong. He said we agree that it's a globe. I didn't agree with him. I called it a geoid, and I told you to go to Wikipedia to look it up. It is a changing interstellar object that moves, and tectonic plates move. The atmosphere moves. Gases outside of this crusty, watery shaped geoid move. So when we say flat Earth or flat plane, we're talking about a psychological state of mind, what the Japanese might call Zen or Satori, what the Hindus might call moksha or nirvana or enlightenment. Again, I am trying to persuade the listeners here that the argument that the Earth is flat is a philosophical, spiritual argument, not a physical, literal object. But Stephen here has inaccurately described the shape of the planet. I am complete.
I'm going to ask Stephen his closing argument, and time starts now.
John is a very spiritual being, and I will tend to